Hello 318 and welcome to week 4. So I want to go over this. I'm going to kind of go over the entire module a little bit in this week, but just keep in mind we're just starting it. You have multiple weeks for this project. You're going to use all of those weeks to put everything together. This project's going to take a little time, but over the weeks, not just this week. So week 4, your focus is reading the article. So as you read through the article, I want you to keep in mind that the research that they undertake in this article is hundreds of thousands of posts. Ultimately, in this module, we're collecting 10. Scale what they do way back, but what they do in this article is build a foundation for what is content strategy when there is no product to be sold. So this is not about, the content creators that have a brand deal with a makeup company, or the content creators that have a brand deal with Nintendo, and so they're playing certain games in certain ways. There's no money exchange here. We're talking universities' content strategies and the way that universities are really trying hard to convey a message and their value through their social media posts. That's what I want you to pay attention to, is where they're coming to those conclusions and what they're doing. So in week 4, you're going to read through the article. I have posted the article in PDF. It's also available through the library if you need it that way. If you have any issues with it, please let me know. I have posted an overview that I call the guided notes. Use the guided notes to help you work through it. There are, 10 pages of results that this article goes into while it's unpacking the thousands of posts that it collected. You don't need, honestly, that level of math, not necessary for this class. That's not what we're going for. What's really important in that section, you'll see this in the guided notes, is how are they using the data? And we're going to do a very simplified version. You'll see that next week. How are they using the data to draw a meaningful conclusion about the cultural value of the posts that they have collected? That is the work that we're doing in this class, and you're going to see that. So the focus in week 4 is to read the article, and then you're going to have annotations on it, and you're going to upload that, and you're going to complete the guided notes, and you're going to upload that. The article is the foundation for the entire project. So when you start working on the project next week and you pick your account and you start collecting data, and then you eventually the next week start analyzing it, you will most likely cite the book that you've already read that I wrote and cite the article as your 2 and only 2 sources. The primary research in this class from now until almost the end of class is you collecting web writing data. You are the researcher. You are collecting the data. We're going to focus on that next week. For now, I'm just trying to give you a preview of where we're headed. Read through the article, but just so you get a preview, scale back your expectations. We are not doing the SPSS analysis on the data that they do in this particular study. We're going to have 10 posts. We're going to do some real simple math on it that everyone can do. But their framework for how they break apart the posts into categories and then how they use those results to draw conclusions about the categories that they've developed is so important. It is critical to this module and the next module when you are doing the primary research yourself. So you have questions about their framework, let me know, because that's what matters. But again, don't be intimidated by the amount of data that they collect. We are not collecting anywhere, even in the bigger project, we're not collecting anywhere near that amount of data. We don't have time. We just don't. They're a whole research team. You are one student. Vast difference there. So scale back the expectations for this module. When you collect data next week, you're collecting 10 posts. That's it. So questions on the article, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you on Tumblr.